Welcome to Total Sports and Lambo World of Sports presented by Sideline Sports Network. Today we're going to be talking about the expectations of my favorite team in the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now, they went through a head coaching change last December where Marcus Freeman was named the head coach of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Uh, it's going to be a lot of things going on. I have high expectations for Notre Dame this year. I know last year was his first year. Notre Dame, I think, started off 0-2 last year with the losses to Ohio State and they lost to Marshall. But they finished strong last season. They ended the season at 9-4 with the excellent bowl game win against South Carolina. With very good wins against Clemson, a very dominant performance. But this year, I have high expectations for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now, I know Marcus Freeman is in his second year as the head coach. You have a lot of things going on in that offensive organization because Tommy Reese is no longer offensive coordinator for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. He took the offensive coordinating job at the University of Alabama. So there's going to be a lot of changes to coaching staff and whatnot. So we will have to see how that goes along the lines with Notre Dame. Now, Notre Dame has added a lot of great things. Notre Dame has got the transfer out of Wake Forest, Hartman. Sam Hartman is very consistent quarterback. He had a very strong arm. He's mobile. He can somewhat run, but he has very, very, very good pocket presence. And I think Notre Dame, they have a very good TV contract with NBC and Peacock. So, I think with Notre Dame's schedule, their first game will be played Saturday in Ireland against Navy. So that's going to be a very good game. It's going to be televised. So Notre Dame has a very, very, I wouldn't say a very light schedule, but it looks like a schedule that they can easily win. They can easily be competitive. And I think in Notre Dame, the expectation of Notre Dame is to somewhat get into the college football playoff. Now, I know that that's a huge saying that coming out of my mouth that they're going to make the college football playoff, but they're not in a conference as of right now. They're in the independent conference, so they're not in the conference. They were in the ACC back in 2020, but I guess they are not in the ACC as of right now. They're trying to figure out what conference they're going to join. I don't know if it's going to be the ACC or the Big Ten or whatever they decide to join in the future, but it's not in the question right now. For the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, for second-year head coach Marcus Freeman, I think he's under a lot of pressure. First game is against Navy. Then you should win at Tennessee State. Then you play a competitive team at NC State in the ACC. They're very good. You should win that. Central Michigan. Then Ohio State. The Ohio State game they lost to last year. They played them in Week 5. So Ohio State's a very, very good team. And then they play Duke, Louisville, USC. Now, USC, they lost them last year too, and Ohio State. Those are the two teams that they lost to last year. Pittsburgh is a very good competitive team. Clemson, they beat Clemson last year at home, but they're going to at Clemson. Stanford has a new coach, and then Wake Forest, I'm not sure how good they are because their quarterback lost to us. So with the roster, you have Sam Hartman at quarterback. You still have Chris Tyree. I'm not sure if he's going to be a starting running back or he just plays special teams along those lines, but we will see how that goes. But also, we have a very, very good offensive line. You have Joe Alt, you have Steve Angeli, you have, the good deepest alignment, Aubrey Cole. You also have Savoman Asher at the O-line position because Notre Dame is known for the offensive line, running the ball, being aggressive as well. So, and also, we got one of our running backs from last year. I think that is very, very, very good. Um, Audric Estimine. Audric Estimine is one of the most physical runners that I've ever seen. Is there a possibility that he's maybe in the top, maybe second round pick? Yeah, maybe in second round if he gets drafted. So Notre Dame is going to be competitive. They're going to fight. Marcus Freeman is under a lot of pressure. I think for my expectations for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, I do want them to have 10-plus wins this year. They won 9 last year. I think they get to 10. But I have a feeling they're going to probably start off the season undefeated, but they might lose to a team that they're not supposed to lose to. And I have afraid with the schedule. They might lose to NC State, which is a road game. But I'm very, very, very confident they could beat Clemson again, and I want them to beat Ohio State. So we'll see how the Fighting Irish do. But my expectations are high for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. You have Sam Hartman, the quarterback, so there's really no excuse. But the Notre Dame Fighting Irish this year, my prediction will win 10 games. They will go 10-2 this year. So we'll see how it goes with college football being on the way, with their first game being against Navy in Ireland, which will be on national television. So thank you, Totem Pole Nation. If you can like, comment, subscribe. This is Lambo Sports presented by Silent Sports Network. We'll be seeing you